Have you been worrying about the rapid prices increasing this year? And are you worried that you may not be able to buy costly items due to the recession looming over? Well, don't worry, because in this video, we're going to show you 10 frugal ways to save money for costly items in 2022. Also, be sure to watch until the end of the video where we share the most underappreciated number 1 frugal tip. Number 10, use high interest savings accounts. If you're looking to buy a costly item, then you're going to need a place to save your money. Instead of putting your money into a more traditional regular savings account or in your debit account, which either has really low interest rates or none at all, then why not step into a frugal habit and open up a high interest savings account? High interest savings accounts are designed to grow any money that you put into that account faster than what your average savings account would grow. In the US, the average interest gain is about 1% per year. So, if you were to have $1,000 in your account, then by the end of the year, you would have an additional $10. Now, while this may seem like a really small number, it is important to remember that you're going to be adding money to this account either bi-weekly or monthly. For example, if you were to start with $1,000 in your account, but you add $500 monthly to your savings account, then in 1 year you would end up making $7,037.47, where the $37.45 alone is interest. A high interest savings account is a great frugal tip living to be able to get some extra money from your savings so those costly items can be bought quicker. Number 9, make sure your financial goals are SMART. Not only should your financial goals be SMART, but they should also follow the acronym of that same name. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And these are the necessary frugal keys in order to making sure that you can get that costly purchase in the best way possible. When it comes to being specific, the more specific that you are, the better. For example, having answers to questions like, when are you going to buy the item? What's the current price of that item? What are the prices of the item at other stores? Will this cost you to deliver it? Make sure your goals are measurable because they will help you to see if you're on the right track in buying that high-ticket item. For example, you can track how many payments that you're going to be able to need to make to buy that item, and you can follow your progress every month. It's good to know if your financial goals are even attainable. For example, are you asking to buy 10 high-ticket items within 1 year, or are you looking to buy 1 high-ticket item in 3 years? Are your financial goals even relevant? In this context, it is important to know if your item's actually necessary for your needs. Lastly, if you're going to be able to reach your goal in a timely manner, then that is one factor which should be taken into consideration whenever planning out financial goals, especially ones that are for expensive items. So make sure that you give yourself ample enough time to be able to buy that item. Following these smart frugal habits, you can ensure that you're going to be able to buy that costly item in the most natural way possible. Number 8, don't forget to pay yourself. Many people don't realize that they have the power to pay themselves. Yes, most of us do have earned income where somebody else pays us for the work that we do, but a hefty portion of that is often used on bills and utilities. However, you'll often find that frugal people will reserve cash that they save for themselves, and that even includes saving money for big purchases. There are many different ways that somebody can pay themselves. The first method simply being setting aside a portion of your paycheck in either a cash or debit account. Another great way to pay yourself is to take advantage of high-interest savings accounts or various mutual fund accounts. Lastly, you could end up investing your money in a diversified stock portfolio to allow your money to grow quickly over time. Regardless of the method, paying yourself is something that anyone looking to earn frugal habits and looking to buy costly items must learn. Number 7, sell items that you no longer use. It's all too easy to get your house started getting disorganized by having a lot of items which are specifically fine but you just no longer use. And sadly, these items are doing nothing other than taking up space, but frugality will teach you that these items can still have a huge making for your money. Putting old items that you no longer need for sale is not as daunting of a task as it used to be. While you still can go the traditional route of a garage sale, there's many websites like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or eBay where you can easily download your items and have buyers message you easily. Often, these buyers will come straight to your house to pick those up. So if you're looking to declutter your home and also saves up for some expensive new items, then this is a fantastic way to make some extra money. Number 6, use the 50-20-30 rule to organize your home. Do you find yourself at a loss for words at the end of the month whenever you see that account is dangerously close to zero? Well, there's a very simple frugal living rule that can help you overcome your money seamlessly disappearing before your eyes. And you'll be sure to save some money costing items this way too. This 50-20-30 rule is designed to split your income into the best way possible so that your general living expenses are covered, your debts are consistently being paid, and you're always paying yourself. Each number of this rule represents a different aspect of your life, which needs to be paid for. The first number on this is that you should be using 50% of your earned income for necessities of life, which include things like rent, groceries, utility bills, phone bills, and anything else that you generally need to survive. The second part of this rule is that you should strictly dedicate 20% of your earned income to pay off any debts. Obviously, this can be managed differently if you don't have any debts to pay. However, if you own a house, lease a car, or have to pay student loans, then you need to organize your income so that you'll always be paying these off every month. Last and certainly not least, 30% of your income is to yourself. This can be for personal buys or it can be used to pay yourself. And in this case, 30% can be used for almost entirely saving up for the costly item you've been looking to buy. Number 5, find different ways to earn income. It's been said time and time again that it's best to have several income streams to get rich, and there's good reason why. Having several income streams is one of the best frugal habits anyone can have to grow their wealth, and that can also mean having the ability to buy costly items. Many people will work full-time jobs and then end up also taking a part-time. If you have children as well, then it may seem like an impossible task to try and start up a new income stream. Fortunately, many people who have several income streams will take advantage of hobbies that they already have while both working full-time and taking care of kids. For example, if you enjoy practicing photography, then you can actually make some good money by selling photos online. Another possible avenue is if you're an artist, you can create special prints that can be used on items like canvases, pillows, mugs, and so forth. So whenever somebody buys a product from your print, you'll end up earning a royalty payment from it. This is a great option to bring in some extra income while you have earned income through your normal job. It can definitely help bring enough money over time to help you save some extra dollars to buy large ticket items without struggling too much. Number 4, place your money into micro saving and investment apps. There's times when the costly item that you're looking for may be something that you want to buy farther in the future. So, if you're financially planning to buy it within a couple of years, then taking advantage of macro and micro saving apps, as well as investment apps, can be a wonderful tool to use. When learning frugal living tips, it's normal to stumble across different ways to invest your money. There are high-interest savings accounts, your typical retirement funds, or even a regular savings account. However, if you're somebody that's looking for a much bigger return per year, albeit with a higher risk, then taking the time to invest your money through apps like Acorns or Stash may be the best choice for you. Essentially, these are pre-built portfolios where you would end up taking money from every paycheck to invest in and let it grow. The way that you know your money is coming may make you have more money so that way you can get that costlier item sooner. Number 3, pay off debts. There is more to saving than simply taking part of your paycheck and placing it into a savings account. Part of a great savings plan is to make sure that you don't have any debts that are consistently taking your money through investment payments. These payments can rack up extremely quickly and can end up suffocating your paychecks, and ultimately, the money that you want to save for a high-ticket item extremely quickly. One of the best frugal tips that you can follow is to always pay off your debts quickly. If you're somebody that struggles to do so, then set up reoccurring payments to ensure that you don't rack in higher interest fees, lower your credit score, and pay potential fines. Not to mention that whenever you are debt-free, the only payments that you have to worry about are the necessities of your current living situation. This leaves a lot of extra money that you can save for costly items. Number 2, look for ways to cut spending. It's easy to spend more than you really need on things that you buy regularly. It's impossible that you may have some habits that you can cut to reduce your spending, allowing you to save more money for a costly item. For example, you may enjoy eating takeout a few times a week, but cutting this habit can save you around $30 a week. Another example to that is that you can try to reduce certain bills that you got. For example, you may notice that you're spending a lot of money on electricity, so try to reduce the number of lights you have in the house. These easy frugal tips that help cut your spending can add up to your savings over the long run, allowing you to get those high-ticket items. Lastly, number 1, making a budget. Budgeting is the best way to make sure that you are living within your means. That means that you're spending only as much as you're making. However, a budget is also really useful for knowing where most of your money is being spent and organizing how much money you want to have left over every month. Whenever creating a budget, you want to be able to add up all your expenses, such as rent, mortgage payments, leases, bills, groceries, and so forth, and subtract that from your income. Whatever the number that you get after that is how much you have for yourself. Depending on what high-ticket item that you want to buy and whenever you're going to look to buying it, You can orient your budget to fit around your specific goals. Making a budget is one of the most tried and true frugal ways to save money for any costly item.